what's the biggest fear that I had when I did my first post? So, my expectations, have really been to focus on simple systems, that work and that worked in the past versus me creating something brand new out of the blue. What is my biggest fear now? Hey, if you know like I know, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Corpsumer Inc. Real Estate and Lifestyles channel. We back with another video. Today's topic, we're going to be talking a little bit about, just my journey so far with YouTube and, how everything's been so far for me. I believe I started at the end of February, just like really taking everything serious. I definitely think that I learned a lot from then until now, and it's definitely something that I like to share. So tune in, let me know what you think. Leave some comments by the end of this video. I might leave some jewels, some gems, something that worked for me may work for you. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so new form AZ MLO. MLO, mortgage loan originator. New form, me, AZ, is where I'm at. Pretty much, I just put a bunch of things together that I felt like was important, that I feel like is important. I think that a lot of people could understand that, just having knowledge of the things that we actually need to survive is very important. And I felt like consciously putting myself there was definitely something that was necessary for my specific situation, especially being a single dad, just trying to get ahead, and at the end of the day, also just trying to stay motivated to do something that I'm actually passionate about. So mortgages, anything that have to do with real estate is definitely one of my goals, one of my passions to share with others. So what's kept me motivated to continue to post, to be honest, is just, to me, I feel like it's like me going to the casino, honestly, or something, like me gambling on something, you know what I mean? Just kind of taking a risk every once in a while. But it's a real safe gamble in my opinion, because I don't lose. I always learn. I always end up learning something. I'm always taking notes on what works. I'm always taking notes on what doesn't work. And it ends up, becoming part of my success. So at the end of the day, I actually love the feeling that I get. It's like an adrenaline rush when I'm getting ready to post something, or when I get an idea to post something, because you never know if that post, if that video, if that short, could be, the one. And it's like, I feel like all of us is kind of banking on hitting that theoretical jackpot when it comes down to, us being content creators. Whether it's, you utilize, TikTok, whether you use Facebook, whether you use, YouTube Shorts, Twitter, we all have our niche, but we all, sometimes when we're posting, it's like, this could be the one that goes viral. And it's like, it's not about the clout, but there's a lot of stability that comes behind creating content that's successful, that resonates with, a lot of people. So, I'm looking, myself, honestly, to actually, get monetized fully, and be able to take advantage of the hard work that I've already put in. So yeah, that that keeps me motivated to want to post. It keeps me motivated to want to look at other videos that have success, and see what it is that I could do to imitate, if possible, or just to to do it better would be like kind of an overstatement, but just to kind of get results as similar as the videos that are successful. So again, if you ask me what keeps me motivated, it's just the feeling of just the unknown, and it's like that adrenaline rush that I get to feel like I'm gonna hit the jackpot, and actually reach one of my goals to be able to, become fully monetized and, start, utilizing YouTube as an actual real stream of income for me on the video side. So yeah, I appreciate that. What are my expectations? Hmm. Well, like, to be honest, you know, again, like, I feel like sometimes I have great, ideas, but again, you need to have the content to match the idea. Not only the content, but you need to have a good title to match the content. Not a lot of people realize, that sometimes you can have expectations, but in reality, you might not, reach or exceed those expectations. So, you kind of got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what actually works. And again, like, there was a theory that I came across with a guy called John Gall. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment below if I'm wrong. But look this up, John Gall, Gall. But yeah, he was a theorist, and I believe that's how you say it, right? Theorist. But yeah, anyway, he had a theory that, basically you can't have a complicated system without it being based off a simple system first. And again, I'm going to repeat myself. You can't have a complicated system without it being based off a simple system first. So if your expectations are to do something brand new, then 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work. What I had to understand, when I heard that quote, was how to apply that to, my whole life, and just my understanding when I'm offered things, or when things, come into my, view, or, arm's reach. It's like, what's actually going on here, so again, with simple systems being, the actual base points for a lot of the complicated systems, that we utilize. I think that that statement was very resonating with me, because I kind of it really like hit me at a time when I was really open to new knowledge, I like to call it. So as I did my research, I realized that there's a lot of things that seem complicated, but they're really simple systems. One of the things is like driving. A lot of people, those, I won't say a lot of people, but those who can drive an actual stick, like, a stick shift, a standard, those are the ones who can actually drive, because that's the actual simple form of driving, of maneuvering the vehicle. That's the simplest form. For the vehicle to change gears automatically is more complicated than the vehicle changing gears manually. And I don't mean to confuse anybody, but if you need to rewind that, rewind it. But you know what I mean? My thought process again with that was I was like, damn, even like, again, with cars, again, you look at a car, and just to realize that the majority of them, 4 wheels and the engine, some of them have the same parts, interchangeable parts, but then you have, a model, and then you'll have, a color, then you'll have the extras that come with that, package, say, quote unquote. But that those are the complicated things to add to a simple system. Again, computers, right? Computers, all of them, a lot of them have the same processor, but some of them might have, front-facing camera. Some of them may not have a front-facing camera, but at the end of the day, the actual processors are all the same. Intel Core processor, and the majority of all the computers. So it's like, what really is the difference in a lot of the things that, um, that are being offered to us or that's right in front of us. So, my expectations, have really been to focus on simple systems, that work, and that worked in the past versus me creating something brand new out of the blue. What have my results been? Well, I would say I've gotten some pretty unexpected results, to be honest. Um, at first I was a little discouraged when I had like five, like subscribers, and when I had like maybe like 500 views. But I actually wasn't, because I realized that, people are actually seeing it more than I had when I had zero subscribers. So it's like it's a good side to look at it. And if I get five, then that means I can get 10. If I can get 10, then that means I can get 20. But I just have to figure out what it is that these subscribers are subscribing for, and based off the things that I like and I like to post. My channel was about real estate, lifestyles, um, music, kind of, here and there. But just basically the things that are trending, in the news about, musicians and things like that. Um, so, my results again, they've been unexpected. And right now, say like what is this about almost 6 months in, um, I'm like at almost like 250,000 not subscribers, I wish, but 250,000 channel views from someone who didn't have anything 6 months ago. And I think that that's definitely motivating to a lot of people who may want to start a YouTube channel, but they just maybe are feeling reluctant because they don't know the results that they're going to get. And again, if we start thinking about the real expectations should solely be based off of simple systems. What's already working, and if that works, then it's not broke. Then there's no need to try to fix it. So you might want to do what's working versus try to do something else. And what's working is actually a lot more simple to do, if you ask me, versus to try to recreate something, on your own. So again, I may have said the same thing differently, but I mean what I'm saying. I definitely feel like you should definitely look at what's working and figure out how to utilize that with the tools that you have. You don't need a bunch of lights. You don't need a big studio. You really don't even need a program, to edit anything. If you're actually um, gonna utilize what's already working, if you ask me. Um, but yeah, my results, I got about 250,000 channel views from nothing. I had my channel since 2020. Obviously, like when you buy your phone and you log on to YouTube and you create your YouTube account, then it checks, like it logs in from that point. But I was never making videos back in 2020 or nothing like that as far as like YouTube content goes. Um, yeah, but I'm excited for my results, and again, I mentioned the 5 to 10 and 10 to 20 as far as subscribers, but I'm looking at the numbers with the views, and if I can get 200,000, I can get 400,000. If I can get
Wow.
400,000, I can get 800,000. And same for you. You know what I mean? It's just that we got to do what's already working versus trying to do something brand new versus trying to, be the person who's coming out with, this mystery unicorn. Don't be that guy if you're trying to, earn subscribers. People know when you're working hard. They can tell by how many videos you have up. They can tell, by the content. They can tell. And people will support you. You'll be surprised because, like, I know that the people in my media circle, they watch my stuff 200,000 times. Like, so, it's not a question that there's people who I don't know never seen before, probably never will see, probably never will see, I mean, and that they're watching my stuff, they're liking it, they're enjoying it, and I'm not giving them something that they're not already used to. I'm not trying to give them something different. If you look at a lot of my newer shorts, you'll see that they are a lot different than the ones that I started with originally. And I think that maybe you should like scroll down on like to my oldest ones and go to the newest ones, and you can see what I'm doing. And if you pick up on what I'm saying in this video, um, I definitely think that you can make a difference with your channel, and you can start seeing some numbers, and you can start growing your channel and start getting closer to being monetized. And I'm not even monetized yet, like with my videos from YouTube yet, and I think that it's motivation because I'm not telling you from a standpoint to where like you know um, I'm already there. I'm telling you from a standpoint to where I know I'm gonna be there. So like you can make a video that's that can get 250,000 views, you know. So it's like, and that just could be one video. But I've done tons of videos to accumulate those many views on my channel. So like again, yeah. So what have I done differently since my first post? Well, what I've done differently since my first post is I think that I'm paying more attention again to what's already working. Like I'm not trying to do something that's brand new. I'm not trying to make new titles. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I'm utilizing the titles that are already indexed, in YouTube or for YouTube through the actual search engine. And I feel like if people start understanding that, then it's not hard to create a title if you are going to utilize a title that's already indexed. Some people might call it copying, whatever you want to call it, but in my opinion it's not copying, because this system is simply indexing. So once you get something indexed, you can either go on top, you can either go before it, behind it, or with it, if you ask me. And I feel like not a lot of people understand the system itself. So it's like if I'm posting a video, I know that I can get as close to the trending video as possible if I just use the same title as the video that's already trending, aka index my video the same way as a video that's already trending. So and obviously you're gonna have like whatever kind of video that you're gonna post is gonna be, it's gonna have its category. So you might want to find a video that's close to the kind of video that you're gonna post, as far as like the content, and look at a title that's close to that, content. So now you can index your video the way the content reflects. So again, let me know if that works for you. What's the biggest fear that I had when I did my first post? I think the biggest fear that I had was probably like negative comments, um, maybe just not getting any views at all. You know, how else was I feeling? Like, I would say just nervous, of the response, like kind of like a rejection type of feeling, like I'm about to get rejected, like I'm about to ask somebody out and they're gonna say no, like, you know what I mean? Like that feeling that you get. Like, I think that's the most honest way that I could put it. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that was my biggest fear, is just straight up rejection. Um, just to sum it all up. What is my biggest fear now? Hey, if you know like I know, my biggest fear now is to get a copyright strike. Hey man, that's my biggest fear. You feel me? Like it's really like it's heartbreaking when you get like a copyright strike, or if you get a just like a content strike. It's stressful. I'm not gonna lie. I got one in the past, and it was like I was at my peak at this point. Like I was really doing good. With my views and my watch time at the time, and then I got sat down for 7 days, like on a technicality. So long story short, I posted a part one, part two video of that King Von stuff that was going on, and they was like, nah, we can't do none of that. Like, it had to do with like fighting and stuff. So respectfully, I do understand. Like, I think I was just being too greedy about the views, not realizing that it was encouraging low key violence. Like, you know what I mean? So I do respect that. You know what I mean? But now I know, so I don't even try to post nothing that's fighting. I don't even try to post nothing that I feel like it might be close to looking like it's offensive in any way, shape, or form. So, I've been real cautious with the cuss words that I've been posting as far as, the shorts and things like that. And I think that a lot of people, um, they might get those copy strikes, they might get those warnings, and it's like, man, they don't know what to do after, and it's so discouraging to start another channel because you might feel like you're not going to get the results that you received on that first channel, but whole time that second channel might be your lifeline. So don't be discouraged if that first channel gets snatched out. Not wishing anything negative, but just being realistic with my expectations again, because you might post a video that you think is cool, but YouTube thinks otherwise, and you might get that second strike not on purpose, but just through a technicality. So with all expectations being realistic, I say that don't be afraid to start trying out different theories and testing out different theories that you have about how you've accumulated your views, and with that second channel, and see if you might be right, about the things, or I might be right, or vidIQ might be right, like give it a chance if you ask me, for real. All right, y'all, that was it, man. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. If you have anything that you want to add, definitely feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment. Feel free to like and share this video. Again, I'm just getting on here just to kind of shed a little light on my experience, and also give some motivation to those who may need it at this time, and just kind of give myself a little more motivation and get back into doing videos like this as well, and actually just seeing the real value and true value in doing all of the things that YouTube allows us to do versus just getting comfortable in one section of it. I can say that I've been guilty of that, but today has definitely been, a graceful day for me, and I appreciate the opportunity again. So if you have any questions, if you want me to, talk about something else, or if you have a topic that you might think that I may be interested or knowledgeable in, definitely shoot it in the comments. Feel free to communicate with me through the comments for now, and then hopefully we can see how big we can build this channel, and see where things go. So again, man, you guys have a good night, man. Have a good day if you're watching this. But yeah, peace and blessings, y'all.